Hello there and welcome back to the channel where we are setting up what is commonly known as a K40 Laser. I've just been trying for the last hour to align the mirrors and found it's, as it stands, impossible, and I've just found out why, and that is the laser itself isn't in line with the gantry. So when you set the mirrors up in one area and you move the gantry, the beam goes totally off the mirror, off mirror number 2, and no matter how much you adjust it, you can't get it back. Or if you do, and then move the gantry back, it goes off the mirror again. So that means that this laser is not running parallel with the gantry, and that's what you absolutely need. So I'm going to show you what to do to get it lined up. So the first thing to do is remove this like that. Make sure this is unplugged, turned off and unplugged before you do anything at all. But you need to be very, very careful with the laser tube, because it can be easily broken. I just want to take some measurements first. Maybe a little difficult for the camera to pick this up, but I'll try. And what I'm doing, I'm measuring the back side of the tube to this wall, and I'm measuring that, and what I can see, that's pretty well 25 millimeters, which is roughly an inch off that face. But back here, it's 27 millimeters. So that's 2 millimeters out of line. Okay, now to verify that, because I don't know whether this is square to the gantry, I'm just going to check that. Okay, so I'm going to take that screw there is pretty well in the center of the nozzle. So let's measure that. And that is a pretty well 100 millimeters, which is 4 inches. We'll take it down that end, and it's about the same there. So we know this is parallel with that wall. I just want to verify, make sure I'm not going cross-eyed or anything. That's definitely 25 millimeter off that wall there. And that's definitely 27, it might even be 27.5 millimeters off the wall there. Let's just check it midway. About 26.5 there. So it's definitely this end of the laser is cocked out here. Right. So I think the first thing to do, okay, so I'm going to put a scribe line on the bottom of this here, so I've got some reference of where it was and where I'm going to. Okay, so we've got a scribe line there now, and there's 2 screws, one here, that I can slacken off. Oh, well, I can't get onto that one. That one's already slack. Oh, great. Now, I would hope underneath this, and I should be able to get at it through the electrical cabinet in there. I'm going to try and undo that one there inside. I thought I could. I don't want to take this laser out of the clamps if I can avoid it. In finding out this problem, I've actually just solved a mystery. In the first video I made with this, the unboxing and cleaning out, I found in the bottom, just lying around, two little, I think it's 7mm nuts. Well, I just found out where they came off, because there's nothing on the bottom of these screws. So I've just put them back on. And now I should be able to move this 2mm like that. I just did it. So yeah, that's something to look out for, isn't it? Okay, so now we have the laser tube parallel in line with the gantry, the x-axis. So now it's time to align all the mirrors. Okay, so I put a bit of painter's tape over mirror number 1. I just want to make sure that the laser is hitting the mirror somewhere in the middle there. So I'm just going to fire the laser. That looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's okay. So what you have to do when you've done that, you always leave some residue of the glue and what have you on the mirror itself, so you're going to clean it off. So this is the sort of stuff I use. It's just ordinary glasses cleaner, eyesight glass cleaner. A little bit of a squirt on the end of a cotton bud. That's how you clean the mirrors. And you can see there's a bit of muck on there. So the cleaner that you can make your mirrors, the more power you're going to get down at your work. Okay, so this is mirror number 2 now. So let's have a look at this. That's okay. I've moved the rail now, and let's see where it's going to hit the mirror. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to alter mirror number 1 now. I think that's okay. I'll just clean the mirror. So this is the 3rd mirror, and we'll give it a test, see where it's going. That's pretty well in the middle. I think I'm going to be happy with it. I'll just move this slightly, see if it moves. No, that's okay. And I'm going to clean that 3rd mirror. I'm just going to have a look now, see what sort of burn mark we're going to get. So I'm trying to power up a little bit. Oh, that's pretty damn good, actually. We're going to call that good. Okay, so that is how to check and align your laser tube and how to align the mirrors up. It can be a bit fiddly, just with the adjusters. just move them very slightly, quarter of a turn at a time, and recheck and recheck and recheck. Otherwise, you know, you'll never get it anywhere near right. And I don't know of any of these K40s to straight out of the box be right. I think a lot of people have problems with the mirrors, and indeed in my case the laser tube itself wasn't in line, because from on mirror number 2, from being as far back in the Y, where you do a test there and then you bring it all the way forward, it was going off the mirror, and I couldn't get it right by adjusting that mirror. So that led me to check, okay, is the tube itself parallel with the gantry? Because that's, you know, with the X, so they have to be exactly parallel. So to do that is just measure from a repeatable point, the top of the screw actually, to this back wall, here and here, and then do the same with the glass tube. And if there's any variation with the tube, you know it's not running parallel, so you have to get that parallel first. And of course I found out the reason why that occurred was because the 2 nuts that I found in the bottom here when I first unpacked it were off the bracket that holds the end of the tube here. So watch out for that one. But all in all, it's a pretty damn good package actually for what you can get out of it. I would encourage anybody who's interested in lasers and you know, CO2 lasers. This is your first step before you invest $5,000 to $10,000 on a CO2 laser to well, become a, you know, sort of a serious hobbyist, or even start your own business, you know, your own small business, which you absolutely can do. You could probably start a micro business with one of these. You can do a hell of a lot with them. You can do more with these than what you can with a diode laser. So this is what I recommend, but like I say, be prepared to do some work on it. And in doing work on it, you get to know what makes lasers tick. And knowing deeply how a laser operates, you know, mechanically or whatever, will help you out in the long run. So, if you've liked the video, and if you've got this far, you probably do like the video, please like and subscribe. And if you would like to help the channel along and keep going, you may consider becoming a patron to the channel, because it's the patrons behind the channel that actually keeps it going, because you know, there's no ad revenue to speak of these days. So next video we're going to be putting this to work. We're going to calibrate it a bit. In other words, we're going to cut something out and measure it up, and I'm going to sort of show you how to make a decent cut with this. In 1/8 ply is a good start. It's like a softwood ply, it's not, or medium ply, I think it's 3 ply. It's fairly softwood. I think it's probably poplar or something like that. And we're going to get the best cut we can, because what you'll see, a lot of people using a CO2 laser and they cut out things and it's black and charred. That's not the way to cut with a CO2 laser. And I'll show you how to do that. Until the next video, thank you for joining me. It's bye for now.